sat for hours in the parlor, no words between our chairs, just the sound of the winter wind and the creaking of the stairs. I used to think that quiet was a bridge across the sea, a secret language spoken only by you and me. I didn't need the I love yous or the noise of a crowded room. I found my peace in the stillness, in the shadows of the gloom. I thought your silence was a sanctuary, a place where I could hide, but I was just building a home on a vacuum deep inside. I fell for your love in silence. I thought it meant you knew everything I couldn't say. I thought you felt it too. I mistook the emptiness for a depth I'd never find. I fell for the quiet, but I was falling blind. Now the room is screaming with the things you never said, and I'm drowning in the silence of the life we never led. There's a weight to the unspoken that I'm forced to carry now, like a prayer that went unanswered, or a broken silent vow. I looked into your eyes and saw a calm and glassy lake, never knowing it was frozen, never seeing it would break. You weren't listening to my heartbeat in those hours we spent alone. You were just a statue carved of cold and silent stone. Speak to me, break it, just a whisper, just a breath. This quiet feels too much like a living kind of death. I'd take 1,000 shouted fights, I'd take a bitter word over this hollow ringing, the loudest thing I've ever heard. The clock is ticking on the wall. It's the only voice left in the hall. I fell for the quiet, and I'm still waiting for the sound of my heart hitting the ground. Total silence for 5 seconds. The coffee's cold on the nightstand where you stayed. I'm still tracing the outlines of the promises we made. I didn't look for beauty or the way you held your glass. I looked for the quiet parts of you I thought would last. I saw a light inside you, a soft and steady glow, but I'm standing in the shadow of a ghost I used to know. They say to guard your heart against a pretty face, but I built a home in a much more dangerous place. I didn't fall for the way you move or the color of your eyes. I didn't fall for the easy words or the honey-coated lies. I reached past the surface, past the skin and the bone. I fell for your loving soul, and now I'm here alone. How do I unlove the spirit that I thought was meant for mine when I fell for your soul and you left it all behind? There are layers to a person that the world will never see, and you peeled them back like pages just to read them out to me. I fell for your kindness, for the way you felt the rain. I fell for the broken parts that echoed with my pain. But now the pages are empty and the ink has turned to gray. How can the soul I worship simply turn and walk away? If it was just your hands, I could find another touch. If it was just your smile, it wouldn't hurt this much. But I memorized the heartbeat underneath the skin. I let the very essence of your being in. And now my chest is hollow, a cathedral turned to dust, because I gave a holy thing to someone I couldn't trust. I didn't fall for the way you move or the color of your eyes. I didn't fall for the easy words or the honey-coated lies. I reached past the surface, past the skin and the bone. I fell for your loving soul, and now I'm here alone. How do I unlove the spirit that I thought was meant for mine when I fell for your soul and you left it all behind? You're still wearing that body, walking down the street, but the person that I loved is someone I'll never meet again. No, I'll never meet them again. I fell for your soul, but it wasn't yours to lend. I'm still sitting on the edge of the bed we used to share, reaching for a hand that's no longer there. The coffee's getting cold, just like the space you left behind. I'm tracing all the memories that are etched into my mind. You said we were the lucky ones, a love that wouldn't bend. But forever is a heavy word when you reach the bitter end. The walls are closing in, but the room feels way too wide. There's nowhere left for all this hurt to hide. I thought I found my forever, I thought I found my home, but now I'm standing in the kitchen feeling completely alone. I built a world around you, every dream was in your face. I thought I found my forever, my final resting place. But you're a ghost in the hallway, a shadow on the floor, and I'm just a stranger knocking on a locked up door. Yeah, I found my forever. Then you walked out the door. The pictures in the hallway are starting to collect the dust. Funny how a lifetime can turn into used to trust. I see a sweater in the corner, I can't bring myself to move it. If I still have a piece of you, maybe I won't lose it. But the silence is a symphony, it's screaming out your name. And I'm the only one left standing in the pouring rain. You were the anchor, you were the light, the only thing that made sense in the middle of the night. Now the map is torn and the compass is spinning. I'm losing the race before I'm even beginning. How do I unlove the only soul I've ever known? How do I survive in a forever on my own? I thought I found my forever, I thought I found my home, but now I'm standing in the kitchen feeling completely alone. I built a world around you, every dream was in your face. I thought I found my forever, my final resting place. But you're a ghost in the hallway, a shadow on the floor, and I'm just a stranger knocking on a locked up door. Yeah, I found my forever in the way you used to look at me. I found my forever in a dream that wasn't meant to be. Now forever is just a place I visit when I sleep, a promise you made that you couldn't keep. Just a promise you couldn't keep. I was wandering in circles, chasing ghosts along the coast, counting all the things I lost and the ones I missed the most. My compass was a relic, spinning wildly in the dark, searching for a fire when I couldn't find a spark. I thought the wind was meant to pull me, meant to keep me moving on, but I was only running from the coming of the dawn. Then you reached out through the static, a signal clear and true, and suddenly the only north I recognized was you. I found my heart's direction, I found my way back home. No more aimless miles of feeling weathered and alone. You're the light upon the water, you're the steady silver line, the map I didn't know I had, the stars that finally aligned. The wilderness is over, I've survived the long inspection. In the middle of your arms, I found my heart's direction. It's funny how the scenery changes when you're not afraid to look at every stumble and the choices that you made. The valleys don't look deep anymore, the mountains don't look tall, because I know you're standing there to catch me if I fall. I'm trading in my wandering shoes for a place to plant my feet, where the rhythm of our breathing makes the melody complete. I've been a sailor, I've been a drifter, I've been a ghost, but of all the paths I've traveled, I love this one the most. It doesn't lead to a city or a castle on a hill, it leads right to this moment where the world is standing still. I found my heart's direction, I found my way back home. No more aimless miles of feeling weathered and alone. You're the light upon the water, you're the steady silver line, the map I didn't know I had, the stars that finally aligned. The wilderness is over, I've survived the long inspection. In the middle of your arms, I found my heart's direction, my heart's direction. No more looking back, every step I ever took led me right to this track, straight to you. Yeah, I finally found my heart's direction. I stopped checking the rear view, stop looking for the sign. I'm done trying to read between the blurred, broken lines. The road was always winding, a long and lonely mile. the engine finally quieted the moment I saw you smile. I used to keep my bags packed, ready for the flight, but for the first time in a lifetime, I'm not running from the night. The world out there is screaming a frantic, hollow sound, but everything goes silent when my feet are on your ground. I rest my heart where you are. I finally laid it down. No more chasing shadows in a neon flicker town. You're the gravity that holds me, the steady beating drum, the place I was always headed, the home I've become. In the hollow of your shoulder, beneath the evening star, I rest my heart where you are. You took the jagged piece and you didn't ask for why. You didn't need a reason for the tears I had to cry. There's a softness in the stillness that I never thought I'd find, like a fever finally breaking in a restless, tired mind. I don't need a map or compass, I don't need to see the end. I just need to feel your breathing as the shadows start to bend. It's not a house of timber, it's not a roof of stone. It's the way you say my name that makes me feel I'm known. I'm hanging up my armor, I'm letting down my guard, I'm planting all my hope here in the safety of your yard. I rest my heart where you are. I finally laid it down. No more chasing shadows in a neon flicker town. You're the gravity that holds me, the steady beating drum, the place I was always headed, the home I've become. In the hollow of your shoulder, beneath the evening star, I rest my heart where you are. No more running, no more searching, I've arrived right here in the quiet, right here where we start, where you are, is where I rest my heart. I rest my heart where you are. The keys are in my hand, the engine's running low, the GPS is pointing to a place I'm supposed to go. My suitcase is heavy with the things I need to keep, but I'm paralyzed in the driveway while the city goes to sleep. I know there's a rising, where the sun is coming up, but I'm still drinking salt from a shattered crystal cup. Logic says to run, to put some miles in between, to wash the memory of us until the slate is clean. But I stay where my heart is yours, even if you're gone. I'm anchored to the porch light you forgot to turn on. I'm a prisoner of a feeling, a ghost within these floors. I can't find the exit, I can't open any doors. The world is moving forward, screaming, find someone new. But I stay where my heart is yours, 'cause it's all I have of you. I still buy your favorite brand when I'm walking down the aisle. I still tell the jokes we had just to see if I can smile. People say I'm stagnant, that I'm wasting all my years, but they don't see the architecture built out of these tears. To leave this house would mean I'm finally letting go. There's a comfort in the hurting that the world will never know. It's a beautiful cage, this memory of us, polishing the silver while it turns into rust. If I'm moving inch, I might lose the scent of the forever we promised and the always we meant. I'd rather be lonely in the space where you stood than be happy somewhere else, even if I could. Turn on. I'm a prisoner of a feeling, a ghost within these floors. I can't find the exit, I can't open any doors. The world is moving forward, screaming, find someone new. But I stay where my heart is yours, because it's all I have of you. The car is in the driveway, the engine's getting cold. I'm still waiting for a story that has already been told. I stay right here in the echo, in the dark. I stay where my heart is yours. I'm never leaving. I see you in the kitchen when the morning light hits the floor. A shadow of a habit, a hand upon the door. I still buy the coffee that only you would drink, leaving space on the bedside just so I don't have to think that the house is getting quiet, that the season started to change. But everywhere I turn my head, I'm haunted by your Told me time would take the edge off, pull the anchor from the sand. But they don't know the way your life is written in my head. It's not just in the memories or the pictures on the wall. It's the way I carry us through it all. Because we aren't just a story that ended on a page. We aren't a bird that's flown away and left an empty cage. Every breath I'm taking is a breath we used to share. I find you in the silence, and I find you in the prayer. You're the heartbeat in my chest, the silver in the rust, the part of me that's living even when the rest is dust. Death can't take the person, but it can take what we've become. This is the love that lives in us. I caught myself laughing at a joke you used to tell, and for a split second the world felt right and well. I'm wearing your old sweater just to feel the heavy wool against the hollow aching and the constant steady pull. I used to fear the day I start to forget the way you move, but you're the very rhythm that I'm walking in the groove. Because we aren't just a story that ended on a page. We aren't a bird that's flown away and left an empty cage. Every breath I'm taking is a breath we used to share. I find you in the silence, and I find you in the prayer. You're the heartbeat in my chest, the silver in the rust, the part of me that's living even when the rest is dust. Death can't take the person, but it can take what we've become. This is the love that lives in us. It's in the way I choose to kindness. It's the way I stand up tall. It's the strength you gave me years ago that catches every fall. You're not gone, you're just translated into everything I do. I am the living monument of you. No, we aren't just a story that ended on a page. We aren't a bird that's flown away and left an empty cage. Every breath I'm taking is a breath we used to share. I find you in the silence, and I find you in the prayer. You're the heartbeat in my chest, the silver in the rust, the part of me that's living even when the rest is dust. Death can't take the person, but it can take what we've become. This is the love that lives in us. It lives in me. It lives in the way I see. Still here, still us. found a photo in a box of things I meant to throw away, a captured ghost of how we looked before the sky turned gray. We're leaning in, no practice smiles, no tension in our hands, just two souls drifting naturally across the shifting sands. I didn't have to reach for you, you were always in the light. I didn't have to beg for peace or pray we wouldn't fight. It was easy as a breath, simple as a heartbeat's rhythm. And now I'm suffocating in the space that you were given. I'm looking for a reason why the gravity just broke and left me standing solo in a cloud of fading smoke. Because it was a love that never felt forced, no rowing against the tide, just staying on the course. We didn't have to try so hard to make the pieces fit. We just lived inside the fire without burning it in. Now I'm tired of the trying, tired of the chase, searching for a miracle to take your empty place. The hardest part of losing you, of course, was losing the only love that never felt forced. Now I'm sitting across from someone new, trying to feel a spark, but every word is heavy, like a candle in the dark. I'm checking all the boxes, I'm rehearsing every line, but it feels like I'm just trying to make the sun decide to shine. With you the morning happened, the flowers just grew tall. I never had to worry if you'd catch me when I'd fall. Because it was a love that never felt forced, no rowing against the tide, just staying on the course. We didn't have to try so hard to make the pieces fit. We just lived inside the fire without burning it. Now I'm tired of the trying, tired of the chase, searching for a miracle to take your empty place. The hardest part of losing you, of course, was losing the only love that never felt forced. They say that love is work, they say you have to fight, but why did we feel so effortless in the middle of the night? If it was meant to be this hard, why was it so soft back then? I'd give my life to feel that easy once again. Yeah, it was a love that never felt forced. Now I'm drifting out to sea, abandoned at the source. We didn't have to try so hard to make the pieces fit. We just lived inside the fire without burning it in. And I'm No pressure, no strain, just you and me before the rain. There's a weight inside the hallway where the air used to be thin, a shivering reminder of the state I'm living in. I used to walk so steady, I used to stand so tall, because I had a safety net to catch me through the fall. It wasn't just a feeling, it wasn't just a spark, it was the only thing that kept away the shadows in the dark. And now the cold is biting, it's getting hard to breathe. I didn't know how much I leaned until you had to leave. I'm reaching for a phantom, I'm grasping at the air, trying to find the warmth that isn't there. It was a love that wrapped around my soul, the only thing that ever made me feel like I was home. Like a winter coat in December, like a shelter from the rain. It was the armor that I wore against the world and all its pain. Now the wind blows right through me, I'm hollow and I'm thin. How do I survive the cold without your skin on skin? I'm shivering in the silence, paying the heaviest toll for the love that wrapped around my soul. I see people in the street, they're moving fast and free, but they don't see the ghost of what you used to be to me. You were the fabric of my days, the thread in every seam, the gravity that held me down and let me dare to dream. Now every stitch is fraying, the edges are all torn. I'm waking up to a world that feels battered and outworn. It was a love that wrapped around my soul, the only thing that ever made me feel like I was whole. Like a winter coat in December, like a shelter from the rain. It was the armor that I wore against the world and all its pain. Now the wind blows right through me, I'm hollow and I'm thin. How do I survive the cold without your skin on skin? I'm shivering in the silence, paying the heaviest toll for the love that wrapped around my soul. I'm naked in the memory, I'm exposed to every doubt. You're the only fire that I never wanted out. They say that I'll grow toughened, that I'll learn to face the gale, but without your arms around me, I am destined toll for the love that wrapped around my soul. It wrapped around me so tight, so warm. Now I'm just a heart waiting out the storm. The world is always shouting, trying to be heard, but I find my sanctuary in your every word. It's not a frantic fire or a crashing tidal wave. It's the quiet kind of courage that makes me feel brave. I've spent so many seasons bracing for the gale, but with you the wind just catches in my sail. I used to think that love was a struggle and a climb, a race against the shadows and a fight against the time. But you showed me a garden where the gates are open wide, and for the first time in my life I don't have to hide. 'Cause you are my gentle forever, the softest place for my heart to land. Whatever the weather, we're in this together, with my world held tight in your hand. It's not a sudden spark that burns until it's gone. It's the steady golden rising of a permanent dawn. You're the kindness I kept praying I'd find, my gentle forever, the rest of my mind. You set the coffee on the stand, in the simple silver rhythm of the way you hold my hand. There's no jagged edges, no hooks or hidden cost, just the finding of the pieces I thought that I had lost. You're the exhale after holding my breath for 20 years, the hand that doesn't tremble when it's wiping back my tears. Other loves were lightning, brief and blinding white, leaving me in darkness in the middle of the night. But you're the glow of embers, you're the hearth and home, the only soil I've planted where I never want to roam. 'Cause you are my gentle forever, the softest place for my heart to land. Whatever the weather, we're in this together, with my world held tight in your hand. It's not a sudden spark that burns until it's gone. It's the steady golden rising of a permanent dawn. You're the kindness I kept praying I'd find, my gentle forever, the rest of my birth. No more storms to weather, just you and me in this forever. So quiet, so sweet, my gentle forever. Finally, I'm complete. I still catch myself leaning toward your side of the bed, folding memories like laundry, things you never said. The hallway is a canyon, the kitchen is a ghost. I'm still playing the part of the perfect hollow host. I bought the tea you like, the one that smells like rain. Now it's just a bitter cup of everything I can't explain. I built my world on the promise of your skin. I locked the doors and let nobody else in. But the foundation was made of your maybe and soon. And now I'm just howling at a cold and different moon. 'Cause you were supposed to be my soft forever home, the only place my tired heart had ever really known. I hung my dreams like pictures on your every word. Now the silence is the loudest thing I've ever heard. How do I live in a house that walked away, in the wreckage of a forever that couldn't even stay? You were my sanctuary, my light, my holy ground. Now I'm just a wanderer waiting to be found. The keys are on the counter, but they don't fit the lock of the person you become or the way you never talk. I see you in the city, a stranger with my secrets, collecting new tomorrows while I'm drowning in the regrets. I kept the porch light on, thinking you'd see the glow, but you're 1,000 miles past the place I used to know. Is it still a home if the roof has fallen through? Is it still a heart if it only beats for you? I'm standing in the driveway of a life we never had, trying to find the good in something gone so bad. You packed up the warmth and you left me with the stone. I'm a tenant of a memory, living all alone. You were supposed to be my soft forever home, the only place my tired heart had ever really known. I hung my dreams like pictures on your every word. Now the silence is the loudest thing I've ever heard. How do I live in a house that walked away, in the wreckage of a forever that couldn't even stay? You were my sanctuary, my light, my holy ground. Now I'm just a wanderer waiting to be found. My soft forever home. The windows are broken, the fire is out. I'm just standing in the rain, calling your name, but nobody lives here anymore. Nobody lives here anymore. The city's humming like a broken wire outside, but in this room, there's nowhere left to hide. I've spent a lifetime building walls out of the sand, and just to watch them crumble at the brush of your hand. The static in my head finally starts to fade, like a debt I didn't know that I had already paid. The world is a fever, a restless rushing tide, but the storm stops breathing when I'm by your side. I've been running so hard just to stand in place, until I found the gravity inside your grace. And oh, you hold my peace tonight, like a steady hand, like a pilot light. The war in my chest has laid down its arms, safe from the noise and the false alarms. I don't need the answers or a crystal ball, I just need your shadow leaning on my wall. In a world that's screaming, you're the only thing right. You hold my peace tonight. It's not the grand gestures or the words you say, it's the way you look at me when I've lost my way. You take the jagged edges of my darkest fears and smooth them into nothing through the passing years. I used to think that quiet was a lonely sound, but it's a beautiful kingdom, and now that you're around, let the clock stop ticking, let the stars go blind. There isn't any treasure that I'm left to find. My heart was a radio searching for a spark, and now you're the frequency humming through the dark. 'Cause you hold my peace tonight, like a steady hand, like a pilot light. The war in my chest has laid down its arms, safe from the noise and the false alarms. I don't need the answers or a crystal ball, I just need your shadow leaning on my wall. In a world that's screaming, you're the only thing right. You hold my peace tonight. Yeah, you hold it. The silence is a song I finally know how to sing. No more running, no more chasing, just the weight of your head and the way the world stands still. You hold my peace tonight. I've been a traveler on a road with no signs, tracing the maps of 1,000 state lines, looking for something I couldn't quite name. and faces and places that all felt the same. The wind was too cold and the nights were too long. I was a singer who'd forgotten the song. Just a suitcase of habits and a heart full of dust, searching for someone that I dared to trust. Then I saw your porch light, a glow in the dark, a soft place to land, a place for a spark. The moment you spoke, the wandering ceased, and for the first time I felt at peace. 'Cause your love feels like coming home, like the keys in the lock and the shoes on the floor. I don't have to run, I don't have to roam, I don't have to wonder who I am anymore. It's the warmth of the kitchen, the smell of the rain, the only thing strong enough to quiet the pain after a lifetime of being alone. Your love feels like coming home. You know all the cracks and the scars on the wall. You know how to catch me before I can fall. I don't have to hide or put on a show. In the safety of yes, in the comfort of no. The world is a storm, a chaotic degree, but you are the harbor waiting for me. The heavy iron gates finally swing wide, and I'm leaving the cold of the mountain outside. It's not a grand palace or a castle of gold. It's the simple I've got you as the stories unfold. It's the rest in the breathing, the soul finding rest, the end of the journey, the end of the quest. 'Cause your love feels like coming home, like the keys in the lock and the shoes on the floor. I don't have to run, I don't have to roam, I don't have to wonder who I am anymore. It's the warmth of the kitchen, the smell of the rain, the only thing strong enough to quiet the pain after a lifetime of being alone. Your love feels like coming home. I'm finally here, the windows are clear. No more gravel, no more stone, just your love coming home. The world is a roll that never stops spinning, a fever that won't let me go. I've spent a lifetime losing and winning, and building up walls just for show. Then there's the way that you walk in the room, like the settling of dust on the floor. You're the light at the end of a long afternoon, when I don't wanna fight anymore. You don't ask for reasons, you don't ask for pride. You just pull back the curtain and let me inside. And the static in my head starts to fade. In the beautiful grace of the space that you made, your love feels like quiet. You're healing, like the first deep breath after years of holding on. It's a soft, certain kind of a feeling, like the stars giving way to a gentle silver dawn. You're the cool of the water, the hush of the trees, the steady I've got you that brings me to my knees. I've been broken in love, but with you I am kneeling, 'cause your love feels like quiet. I'm used to the storms and the jagged edges, to the words that are used like a knife. I've been balanced so long on the narrowest ledges, just trying to make sense of my life. But you are the hand that reaches through the dark, not to pull me, but just to be there. You're the silence that mends every splintered spark, the answer to an unspoken prayer. It isn't a fire that burns through the night. It isn't a shout or a blinding light. It's the stitch in the wound, it's the calm in the bone, the feeling of finally being home. Your love feels like quiet healing, like the first deep breath after years of holding on. It's a soft, certain kind of a feeling, like the stars giving way to a gentle silver dawn. You're the cool of the water, the hush of the trees, the steady I've got you that brings me to my knees. I've been broken and loud, but with you I am kneeling, 'cause your love feels like quiet healing. No more screaming, no more running, just the sound of my heart finding its way back to the start. Quiet healing, always you, always quiet. I still leave the porch light burning late, just in case you forget that we said goodbye. I walk through the rooms of this empty estate, Catch the ghost of a smile in the corner of my eye. You were the anchor when the tide pulled high, the only roof that didn't leak when it rained. Now I'm standing out under a violent sky, trying to remember how to hide the pain. I've got the keys, but I can't find the door to the person I was before you. Every shadow is a shape I don't know anymore, and I'm freezing even though the sky is blue. 'Cause your love feels like home, but I'm locked outside a sanctuary where I no longer reside. It was a steady hand, the quiet place to hide. Now I'm a runaway with nowhere to go. I'm tracing I see your jacket hanging on the hook, and for a second the world feels right again, like the final chapter of a favorite book. Before I remember how the story ends, you were the don't worry, you were the it's okay, the only person who could quiet the noise. Now the silence is screaming in a terrifying way, and I'm lost in the echo of your voice. How do I sleep when the bed is an ocean? How do I breathe when the air is too thin? I'm paralyzed by this jagged emotion of wanting to go back where I've already been. You were my shelter, my fortress, my pride. Now I'm just shivering on the other side. 'Cause your love feels like home, but I'm locked out outside a sanctuary where I no longer reside. It was a steady hand, the quiet place to hide. Now I'm a runaway with nowhere to go. I'm tracing the walls of a memory so sweet, but the floorboards are breaking beneath my feet. It's a beautiful tragedy, a bitter defeat, that your love feels like safety always, but I'm not safe anymore. Always, you were the only place I knew. Now I'm just a stranger